Welcome, everybody, to the Pineapple Cake Podcast, where we talk about everything except pineapple cakes. My name is Frank,
I'm Nick.
Um, I'm Sam.
and welcome to our first episode. Yeah, I'm excited. This is just a place for us to banter and talk and just let out some creative juices and just explore whatever is on the internet. So, today, for our first episode, we're going to be looking at Reddit because why not? And specifically, we're going to look at Am I the Asshole? Because it's nice to judge people every once in a while. So let's go for it. What's the first one? Am I
Mm,
the asshole for getting angry that she got coffee and donuts when I hadn't eaten all day? I
oh,
work a severely physically demanding job. My wife stays home with the kids, not enough to make a comparison, FYI.
Stay at
SHSAHMS.
home moms.
Oh, thank you. The stay-at-home moms have a rough job. Just shedding insight on the dynamic. I prefer she stays home. She's a fantastic mom and wife. Damn good woman. Love to hear it. Anyways, I've been trying to save money to buy us a plot of land. I make almost $600 a day, so I've been able to save a lot, but I'm becoming frustrated with my hours. Because of my job, I have very little time to eat, if any. Every day I come home absolutely famished because I hardly have time to stop what I'm doing and eat and where I work in the sun all day. What? Stop what I'm doing and eat and where I. Oh, it makes my attitude a bit peaked. I make a point not to bring it home with me. But today is my 18th without a day off and day 3 of me not being able to eat on shift. I come home at 5:30. Well, I came home this afternoon and she hadn't prepared anything for dinner because she lost track of time playing with the kids outdoors, which is absolutely fine. But I was a bit put off when I walked into the counter and found a 12 count donut and an iced coffee sitting on the counter. All eaten. It was just the leftover garbage that they hadn't put away. So I asked my wife when they had gotten the coffee and donuts, and she said, "Oh, maybe an hour ago or so." So I made a backhanded comment of, "Well, at least you guys could have eaten something then. At least you guys have eaten something then," and walked off to the garage. I can 100% make myself something to eat. I'm not incapable. It just rubbed me the wrong way. When I came back inside 10 minutes ago, she had my dinner sitting in the microwave and she was getting the kids dressed to leave. When I asked where she was going, she said, "Wherever I want. Go eat so you're not such a fucking prick when I return because we shouldn't have to deal with an attitude. Am I the asshole?" Yikes. Holy-
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I think. Well,
Hold on, hold on. What's going on here? There has to be another side to this, right? This feels like there's. What was the asshole question? What was it asking?
is he an asshole to say, "Well, at least you guys have something have eaten something then"?
Wait, no, what's the title? Oh, is that the title?
no, no, no.
For
For
am I
getting
at the
angry that
asshole?
she got coffee and donuts when I hadn't eaten all day.
Okay, so my thoughts on this is that I think his frustration is pretty valid. Like, if if I worked a really long day and then like my partner just completely just wasn't really considerate of that at all, I think I would feel a little let down. I think the attitude is not like the way he said that was not really appropriate. Like, I don't know.
That's true.
It's fair to feel disappointed and just tell your partner, like, hey, I'm just a little upset right now because it's like my 18th day without, like, I had to go to work the last 18 days and I'm pretty worn down by that. And, like, because I was so busy today, I couldn't eat anything and I'm just starving. And it just kind of, like, sucks that you guys went out and got donuts and didn't think about me when, like, I'm working all day, just wanting to eat a little bit at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
You know what? I'm actually gonna say I feel like either it's neither of them are the asshole or both of them are, because it feels like just kind of passive aggressiveness that comes out of like stress and just kind of being a little bit done. Because this
Yeah.
man is like, if he's saying he's working like 18 days straight without a day off
Yeah.
and like not being able to eat on shift, like I get it. That's really fucking tough.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I feel
Um,
like the backhanded comment, like it's a backhanded comment, yes, but I it also depends on how it was delivered, right? I
Yeah.
don't know if it was like an angry delivery. I mean, it says getting angry, so maybe it was, you know,
when I hadn't eaten all day, damn. What's going on up here? What's going? Oh, sorry. What's going on with I work a physically demanding job?
he
So I
works.
mean,
Apparently, he works in the it. under the sun all day without time to eat.
I think this is just a case of. I mean, it seems like he really loves his wife, right? I mean, there's nothing. It doesn't seem like any like major. Some of the ones I see, because I watch YouTube shorts, and some of the like Reddit ones pop up, and some of those ones are crazy. Like, oh my god, this doesn't seem anything like that. Um, so I honestly, I don't think it's too big a deal. Maybe, yeah, maybe you're right, Nick. Maybe it could be just.
Well, I
Yeah.
think that the wife was overreacting a little bit, but to be fair, I don't know how tough the wife had it because the wife was dealing with the kids, and that's also a pain, right? I don't know how
Like
rowdy the kids are.
from her perspective, it would be like pretty. I like I personally would be pretty offended if I'm like taking care of kids like all day, every single day without a break. And then on top of that, when my partner comes home, he shows me attitude because I forgot to get him like donuts because I was so preoccupied with the kids. Like on top of the whole stress from just constantly having to be on duty and then having to deal with like the person who is supposed to care about you a lot showing a lot of attitude the moment he gets home, that would be a lot for me too.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe
And
I
it's
get it. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
and it's not like the she was passive aggressive first. It was he was passive aggressive, and then
Yeah.
she responded with passive aggressiveness. And I feel like his attitude was pretty unwarranted, and like, she could have been a little more considerate. I don't think it's like I don't know. Is it are both of them the assholes, or is it just
I don't I don't know anymore. I'm starting to get like
um?
lost in my own head because it's also saying I think it's also because he came home early, right? Because he usually
Yes.
comes home at 5:30. Maybe she hadn't prepared dinner, but it was because she was taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
And like it's not like 12 count donut and an iced coffee is dinner,
Yeah.
Well,
right?
okay, I
So
feel like well, at least you guys have eaten something then doesn't mean that he is angry at her because she hasn't prepared dinner. I thought it was just a backhanded comment that they have eaten something.
yeah, okay. I think that's kind of passive. Maybe he is the asshole. Maybe I'm leaning towards that now. I'm thinking he's kind of passive aggressive. But for no I mean, I get it, but it is kind of an asshole move, I guess.
It was yeah. The attitude is definitely unwarranted, and it is quite passive aggressive.
Yeah. So, final verdict, I guess we're gonna go with asshole,
Yes.
albeit with some
Alright.
caveats.
Yes. 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 Scroll down. What do the comments say?
Ah,
Oh,
beautiful. Oh, right,
no
alternative
assholes here.
situations.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
read out
okay.
the first comment. Not sure if this is an asshole situation. Dude, you need to figure out how to bring and eat a lunch and some sort of snack for your ride home. You're coming home hangry and it isn't kind to your family, who I'm sure is happy to see you. Your wife ate a donut an hour before you came home. She didn't do anything malicious, she's just living life. Not an
Oh,
asshole, but pack a snack. Yeah.
but the first reply, man, he's going for it. There were 12 donuts and they were all gone. They couldn't have saved a donut.
Couldn't have
Man,
stayed a donut. I mean, it
hacker
could have been
snicker.
the kids. The kids could have finished the
Yeah.
donuts.
Damn.
But I feel like I think it's pretty normal for people to get angry from their job.
I mean,
You
his
think
job
it's
Come
sounds
normal?
real
home
rough.
angry or like pissed.
That seems nah. There's no way that's
Huh?
normal.
Huh?
To come home angry from your job. What
No?
kind of? I'm not saying everyone has like a job that they love, but it's not like you're supposed to come home
Yeah, like
like
I don't know. I
angry.
remember back when I worked as a cashier and it was literally like an 8 hour shift of standing and moving around all day. Like I would get pretty hangry mid shift when I wasn't allowed to go eat because my coworkers were on lunch break. Like I would start getting hangry then, but I would always look forward and be excited for the end of the shift and to go home. Never angry.
Bro, Nick, are you okay?
Well, I no
Nick,
no
are
no.
you?
I don't know. While I was working at this intern job that personally I didn't really like, right?
Mm.
But
Ah,
I did the 8 hours and then I had a lunch break, so I wasn't hungry. But I got home and like I'd have to like I don't know cool down, like just have some time to myself,
Interesting.
and then I would be okay.
I see. I also went to work.
You know what? Understandable. I think for I've heard stories about healthcare jobs where at the end of like a really long shift for a nurse, like they don't want anyone to talk to them. They just want to like take change clothes, get a shower, and just calm down a little bit before they interact and like just hang out with their family
Huh.
or friends.
But now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, maybe there is a point there. Maybe he shouldn't have made just the backhanded comment, and he could have just, I don't know, took some time off.
Yeah.
Had a
Shout out to
better
Sloth like
attitude.
Sparkles, who was in the comments, and they agreed with us too. They called him the asshole.
Really?
Who?
Yeah,
Who?
one more down. Yeah, that one.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't
Don't
take
tell
out your
her.
hanger on your wife just because you don't take lunch breaks. You're the asshole. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I guess we can move on to the next one. It feels like we've established a pretty healthy verdict
All right.
of eat your lunch.
Free AI. Okay.
Ooh, 8.6K upvote.
This already feels bad, just based on the
Oh,
title.
yeah. Okay, who wants to read it, Nick or I this time?
Okay, I can read it. Am I the asshole for mostly ignoring my girlfriend on her birthday? Yesterday, we celebrated my girlfriend's 21st birthday. Her parents threw a big celebration party with all her friends and family. For me personally, this was the first time I met anyone in her family, with the exception of her parents. It was also her first birthday I celebrated with her since we've been dating for about 7 months. Now, I'm originally from Romania, from a region called Maramuresh. Okay, we're gonna. I clearly butchered that one. But I've been living abroad for 11 years now. My girlfriend mentioned at some point that one of her grandmothers was also from Romania, but we didn't discuss it in detail. So yesterday, I met my girlfriend's grandmother, and what can I say? I couldn't believe how small the world was. Not only was she Romanian, but from the same country as me and same county as me. So we talked and talked a lot. She told me her life story. We reminisced about Bayamare. I really enjoyed the conversation, especially talking in my native language. And that's how I spent most of the party. Of course, when my girlfriend asked me to take photos with her, or when the cake came, I gave her my full attention. But for the most part, she spent time with her friends, dancing, drinking, etc., while I was just talking with her grandmother. I didn't pay it much mind. But after the party was done, she told me she felt neglected by me during her birthday, and this morning she seems pissed off at me.
Uh,
Uh,
why are
I
these so
don't.
morally complicated? I thought they'd be pretty straightforward.
I feel like he could have had time to do both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Birthday parties
it's,
take long, right? It's not like half an hour.
it seems like this is like a whole thing too, right? With, I mean, cake, dancing, drinking. It seems like at least a couple hours, and she spent the whole
Yeah.
Yeah.
time talking to the grandma.
I don't think he did anything wrong though. He's just like chatting with. It's her family too.
But like,
Like I get that it is her birthday and she is supposed to be the center of attention. So he should have the consideration to try and hang out with her a little bit, spend some time with her, and just like make her feel like really cared for and loved. But I don't think this is like he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't make a
really,
mistake. Yeah.
I, man, I don't know. I feel like if you're at your girlfriend's party, like at some point, oh, I don't know. This is tough though, because they're from the same county in a remote location that Nick can't even pronounce. So,
I
what do
feel
we
like
do?
what are the chances, right? Like it's so. I think it's viable or like understandable why he spent so much time talking, but I feel like he could have also made some time,
You
depending
know
on
Yeah.
what?
how
We're
the
gonna throw
length
out a
of.
controversial opinion. Could the grandma be the asshole?
No, no, no,
No,
no,
what?
no.
Why would the grandma be the asshole?
No, I'm joking. But like, I don't know, keeping him there for like the whole time. I
Nah.
don't know. Nah, okay. Sorry.
We don't bring the grandma into this.
Fine, fair enough. Don't cancel me. It's too early.
As her partner, you do have a duty to take care of her, make her feel very cared for and just happy on especially on an occasion like her birthday.
Mm,
And if he just forgot about this duty, then he is a little bit um of an asshole. But that being said, he went to the party. He like participated in it. He's just very excited to talk to her grandmother, which I think is pretty sweet.
That's
I
fair.
mean, I think
7 months.
he did. The boyfriend did take photos, and when the cake came, that's
Yeah.
the important
Like,
parts, right?
isn't that like max 15 minutes? I feel like.
Okay. Now, yeah. Now that we're talking about it, it does seem very low effort for a birthday.
Like, all you're doing is, oh, let's pose for a photo. You do that with
Wait, what
literally
about the gifts
sometimes
part?
random
Were there
strangers.
gifts?
It doesn't, well, they don't mention it, so
Yeah.
maybe no.
I take back my statement. Birthdays are meant to be a high effort event, especially coming from your significant other. So if he did not put in that effort, he is the asshole here.
Oh, what a complete
Oh,
180. Oh my god.
oh.
I
That
kind of
being
feel
said,
that though.
yeah, him chatting to the grandmother, nothing wrong with that. It's the whole lacking in effort part that is the problem.
Right? That's what I'm saying. For the most time, like, she spent time with her friends, but she clearly wanted to spend time with you. That's the whole reason, like, you're there, right?
Mhm.
And instead you just talk to her grandmother, which I guess, like, if it was like a normal like thing, that'd be something you'd like to see. But I don't know if for her birthday, that's kind of
Yeah.
a
I'd say
lot.
for a family gathering, this would be a very sweet thing to see, but for her first birthday that you're celebrating with her, um, and like for the first time you're meeting everyone, you can't, it's not really right to just ditch her.
Yeah,
I will say you can always have more time to talk about with the grandmother, right?
Yeah, in the
Assuming
right,
you have
future.
like,
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
Well, hopefully your relationship stays together,
Hmm.
and I guess you're the asshole. Oh,
Oh, we have some controversial opinions. All right.
I don't think he's the asshole. It just really
I
depends on whether or not he put in that effort, which we can't really tell from the story.
I guess so. Like the inherent act of talking to her grandmother isn't even. It's not just not an asshole. It's very sweet,
Yeah.
but it's just I guess the lack of balance
I
or
will
the lack
Yeah.
say,
of attention.
couldn't the girlfriend also reach out and ask to talk more? I don't know,
I think she
to
did.
drive her
Because
away
Did
she
from
was
the
the
she?
one
conversation.
asking to.
She
Yeah, she
spent
was the
time with
one
her friends,
asking.
right?
Yeah.
But the girlfriend asked him to take photos with her. I I feel like that
What the?
seems like if your girlfriend has to like pull you to take photos with you, seems like a lot for her birthday.
We'll see. Okay, so the general consensus is that we're not quite sure if this is an asshole situation. It's just he could have done a better job, like
Is that
talking.
R for us? No, we need a hard verdict.
I don't know. I don't think he did anything wrong, so we can't really call him the asshole. But like,
Damn
if
it.
he just ditched the girlfriend, then he kind of is.
Okay, yeah, fair. Okay. So I guess we'll go with not an asshole if
But
we're
I don't.
leaning towards one.
We don't know
I guess.
whether he ditched. We don't know.
Yeah. Okay. First comment.
We need more
Not an
info.
asshole.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
First comment by PJ Fan RI. Not the asshole. I would think she'd be excited you connected so well with her grandmother. Family approval makes relationships a lot easier. That being said, you probably could have done a better job striking a balance between talking to your grandmother and hanging out with her during the party. It's hard to fault her based on your description of events. More or less our opinion.
yeah. That's what we said.
Yeah. We just throw in controversy for clicks. Alright. Cool.
Apologize.
Yeah, the general consensus
Yeah,
just
I
seems to
mean it's
be not
pretty.
the asshole, but apologize. Yeah, that's a good call.
All right.
All right, next one. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, it's
oh, it's very short.
Is it my
Sam. This is all
turn?
you. Yeah.
Alright. Am I the asshole? My wife thinks so. Me and my wife recently had a baby a little while ago. My wife was my wife was taking a nap and I had the responsibility of watching the baby. So I was sitting on the floor with her, our daughter, and she was playing and tried to stand up. I encouraged her and she stood on her own. She started walking, taking her first steps, and I started clapping and congratulating her. I stood up and picked her up and spun us around, and my wife woke up and came in and asked what was going on. When I told her what happened, she called me an asshole for not waiting for her to be awake to encourage our daughter to start walking. Am I the asshole?
Uh, Wait,
Uh,
what?
she tired? Like, how tired?
I was sitting on the
I
floor.
Yeah, I think the wife is just upset that when something as special as like a baby's first steps
It,
is happening
it's
for
definitely
their first child, like he didn't wake her up for it. He,
Yeah, there's no. I don't think there's any way he could be the asshole. What is he supposed to do? Push her back down? She's
no,
trying to
no,
stand
no.
up.
well, he
Like
could have
call
woken
her
her up, but I
I
don't
guess
know. Like,
so.
or just yelled her name, like wake up, she's taking her first step, something like that.
but
Yeah. Okay.
by the time she did this, like she started walking, she the wife woke up, so she didn't miss that much, right?
No, by that time, the guy had picked her up and spun her around.
Yeah, like the
So you
baby
didn't
took
even.
the
Oh,
first
so it
steps
was already
already.
done.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Oh, well, why are these so morally ambiguous? Why can't we just have one where someone is crazy on one side and we can just call them the asshole? Um, I feel like I don't think he's the
I
asshole. I
will
think
say I
Mm,
think this is kind of unexpected, right? I'd rather say,
yeah. If that happened to me, which it hasn't. Um,
like I think she's right to be. Oh, sorry, you can go first.
no, I think I agree with you. She's right to be upset, but I don't think he did anything crazy wrong. I think you just get caught up in the moment, right? It's a big occasion. You could easily just it just slips your mind.
Yeah.
not the asshole, but you should have like did tried to wake her up while it was happening. Not put your daughter down, but just like yell, "Wake up!" She's taking
No,
her
I
first
was
step.
joking. There's no way you push the baby down.
Push the baby back down, and then tell the
Yeah,
wife, "Oh, we're gonna
could you
try
imagine?
Like,
What, the baby's trying to stand up, your wife's asleep, so you just go sweep the leg, and then you put the
oh,
baby back
wipe her
down.
down.
No, and then the
Wake up,
baby
the baby
learns
can
to
stand up
not
now.
stand up anymore because you pushed him back down.
Oh wait, I remember when my brothers like took his first steps. I was the only one like in the living room who saw it happen, and so what I did was like yell at my parents to come look. That was the
Oh.
first thing I
Oh,
did. I didn't try to knock him down. I didn't try to sleep his leg. But I did think about my parents enough to like scream like, "Hey, come look! He's taking his first steps."
Man, you should marry this person.
wow, that
I mean, what?
good for you. I don't
Genuinely.
remember my brother taking his first steps at all.
I don't remember. Oh, wait.
Oh wait,
I guess that doesn't make sense. I'm an only child.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder why you don't have this memory.
um, yeah. Okay, cool.
all right, let's see.
I wonder what.
Okay,
Cool,
so
not the
yeah.
asshole.
I would say no assholes here.
Not the asshole. As a father of five, I can tell you there will be plenty of firsts to go around. Some you miss, some you don't. I get the impression this is a first child, so just wait until the first word comes out. I wonder how she'll react if more when. What? Oh, that first word. I kind of wonder how she'll react if the first word is da slash dad, because it's much easier to say and other sciencey nonsense. I hope for your sake her head doesn't explode. So what? So I guess yeah. So not the asshole, but they're starting to gaslight the woman.
I think
Me
it's just
too.
no assholes here. I think the wife wasn't an asshole. I think it was understandable that she was upset.
Yeah,
She could probably apologize afterwards. Like think about it.
that's fair.
Come back and apologize.
Wait, what she wanted? Look at that one. By
Oh,
cool
which
edit
one?
elevator 5895. What she wants you to do? Pin your toddler down to the floor and scream for your wife because your daughter might be taking her first step. Not the asshole. Yo, invite that
Frank?
person onto the podcast. I didn't write that comment. It wasn't me.
Same wavelength as you.
I don't want to expose
Imposter
myself.
right
That
here.
wasn't me.
This is
That wasn't me.
imposter.
No, relax, guys. Relax. I didn't do that.
I don't know. I feel like he could have at least made an effort to like yell at her or something. But if it slipped his mind, it's not that big of a deal.
Bruh, this warp and woof. You
I
snooze,
feel
you
like-
lose, not the asshole. If he said that verbatim to her,
Dude,
he's
that
the
is-
asshole.
no,
That's
yeah, that's an asshole.
crazy.
That's an asshole. This is not it.
you
This
snooze,
is
you
not
lose.
it. I feel like
merciless.
many heat of the moments, you will forget things, right? I don't know. Like,
Okay, we're
even
whooping
in-
with his
for
own stuff.
example, when I was a lifeguard, right, and I had to do my first rescue, it's kind of stressful. There's many things you think of, and there's many things you forget.
Oh my god, I'm just thinking about the Nick as a lifeguard, and he goes, "You snooze, you lose," and then you know that meme where it's the guy drowning and he just high fives him. I'm just thinking of that meme.
Okay, no. What happened was the first time I did, I did a rescue. It was a drowning non-swimmer, so they dove off a diving board. You know those
Mm.
like 3 meter diving boards, that like the jumpy ones.
Yeah.
He dove off, and then he started like he looked like he was drowning. So I was like, okay, I'll blow my whistle. I'll do the standard procedure, and then I jumped in. After I jumped
Mm.
in, I noticed that I was wearing my sandals, so my sandals followed me into the water.
Oh no.
No. Okay, it's just like things that you just don't think about, and then afterwards they're like, oh, that's kind of funny that you forgot to take off your sandals before you jumped in. I'm like, oh, I don't remember. I think
Fair.
rescuing the person's more important than
Fair, right?
remembering
Okay,
to
yeah.
take off
There's
your
more
sandals.
things to worry about. You can't just be out here sweeping kids' legs. You can't just like take your sandals off. You know.
Same
So
thing, exactly same thing.
yeah,
Yeah, same situation. All right.
just happens to be like that. All right, let's keep going. What are we at?
I think this will be the third one.
Okay.
What is? Oh, would I be the asshole?
Would
Oh,
I
they're
be-
trying to switch it up on us
So
because
they
I
haven't
can
done it.
barely read.
They haven't done it, and they're probably gonna
Okay,
do it.
this one seems spicy. Would I be the asshole if I tell my best friend about her boyfriend's surprise wedding plans, even though he asked me to keep it a secret? Okay. I, 25 female, have a best friend, Sarah, 26 female. Sarah's boyfriend, Adam, recently called me to discuss a surprise wedding. What? Okay. He wants me to distract Sarah the whole day and surprise her with her family and all our friends back home, and they get married in their backyard. I told him I'm not sure this is what she wants, knowing she would hate this, as she hates surprises, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings, as Sarah loves organizing and planning things. She has talked about getting married previously and wants a winter wedding. Um, Sarah had recently confided in me about drifting from Adam and thinking about taking a break. I was quite shocked to hear Adam planning a wedding, a surprise one at that, in front of all our families and friends. I encouraged him to instead have a more intimate proposal as opposed to a surprise wedding. But Adam told me that I don't know what Sarah wants and he knows her better. I told him to talk to her about what she wants in a wedding. Hopefully, she would bring up her winter wedding, or she would, what she told me about her relationship to him. Adam is insisting on the surprise wedding, however, and says he will ask Sarah's sister to distract her the day of instead. Oh, there's a lot more. I told her I feel obligated to tell her as I know she hates surprises and I want her to feel prepared, not ambushed at this event. He's calling me the asshole. I did initially agree to keep this plan a secret, but that was when I thought it was a private proposal, and even then asked him to discuss the future with her first. I don't want to cause drama in their relationship by telling Sarah, but and I could be the asshole if I do. I would ask my boyfriend for advice, but can't keep a secret and works with Adam. Oh, the boyfriend
The
can't keep a
boyfriend
secret and
can't.
works. Yeah, works with Adam. Um, ETA. What?
What?
I feel obligated to tell her, as if it was me. I would want to know. If it's something she does not want, however, I can see how I would be the ass. Oh, if she does want it, I can see how I would be the asshole. Also, as Adam has told me about it, I feel if I stayed silent and she hated the surprise, and then she found out I knew the whole thing, she would just be upset. You know what? I feel like this one is actually
This one's just
pretty straightforward.
this one's very straightforward.
Adam is the asshole.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like surprise weddings should not be a thing.
Yeah. Surprise engagements? Sure.
Yeah,
Surprise
yeah.
weddings? No.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't even realize what a surprise wedding was. Apparently, he hasn't even proposed. He's just gonna go skip
Wait,
that
what?
part and go straight to the
No
wedding.
propose? Huh?
No, look at it. It said he. What is it?
Oh, private
Um,
proposal. So there's
I thought it was a private proposal. She hasn't even proposed.
So he
Or
hasn't even proposed.
He's just jumping straight to marriage.
What the heck? All right, that
No, that's a huge red flag. Dude, you're
Dude,
on your friend's side. You better tell her.
Sarah needs to get away from this guy.
Yo,
Yeah.
what the?
All right, that's it.
I, I don't even understand what the plan is here. Like,
Holy.
why would you do that? Tell Sarah. She needs to know.
Yeah, definitely not
tell
the
Sarah.
asshole.
I think that's it, right? We're clear judgment.
And well, the other thing is like, how could you?
Yes.
Thank you for
Yes.
all the love of for the love of all that is holy. Tell her you should never surprise marry someone. You would not be the asshole. Jeez, there's so many acronyms. But they shouldn't even get married at all. It seems like
Yeah.
he doesn't even know anything about her.
Yeah.
If she loves planning things and like that's
Yeah,
what she wants to
clearly
do, and she
she
has a
doesn't.
whole idea for a winter wedding. What is that?
Clearly, she wants
What
her
is this?
winter wedding. She wants to plan it, and Adam is just like, no. And that's just, I don't know. It's true.
Hey, yo, Adam, what is wrong
That's
with
not
you?
it. This is not it.
Stop it. Get some help. And
Yeah.
he's calling her the asshole. That's wild.
Dude. Oh God. I hope she's okay. I hope they're not together anymore.
And she hates surprises. Like,
Okay,
how
well,
could
I
you?
mean, it's 9 hours. I will say, I don't know what happens in 9 hours. I don't think it's
Oh,
too soon to tell. It's too
wait. Let's
soon.
go through the comments. I'm sure all of them are saying Adam's the asshole. Oh, yeah. Okay. They said not the
Not the
asshole. I got worried for a
asshole.
second because it's
Not the
talking not about Adam.
asshole. Not the asshole. Oh, I remember reading "Am I the Asshole" a few days ago, and there was yeah, there was a comment about this. Yeah, there was a surprise
Wait,
wedding post a
really?
few days ago, and that was when the bride wanted a surprise, and I think you still don't do it, even if the bride likes surprises.
Wait,
Wait.
open it. I want to read it.
Oh, okay.
Uh.
Am I the asshole for leaving my surprise wedding because I felt blindsided? This is on the perspective of the bride. I was invited to a supposedly fancy party by my longtime boyfriend. We've been dating for 5 years, and while we had discussed marriage, there's no immediate plan for wedding. So there was this event, and she showed up dressed up in the venue, and as I entered the grand hall, I was completely taken aback to see all our family, friends, and acquaintances gathered, eagerly waiting. It turns out Mark had orchestrated an elaborate surprise wedding for us without my knowledge. Everyone erupted into applause as I stood there, shocked and overwhelmed. I just felt a mix of emotions. While I loved Mark and had dreamed of our future together, the idea of getting married without any prior discussion or consent felt like a breach of trust. So I pulled Mark aside and tried to express my concerns and reservations about the surprise wedding. I explained that I wanted to say in the planning process, to be part of the decision making, and to have the chance to prepare mentally and emotionally for such a significant milestone in our lives. However, Mark dismissed my concerns, saying that he thought it would be a romantic gesture and that I would be thrilled. In that moment, I faced a difficult choice to go along with the wedding, putting on a smile despite feeling unsettled, or stand up for my autonomy and voice my true feelings. I ultimately made the decision not to proceed with the surprise wedding, much to the disappointment and confusion of our guests. Now, I find myself at odds with Mark, our families, and even some of our friends who believe I overreacted and spoiled a beautiful moment. However, I firmly believe that a marriage should be a joint decision with open communication and shared expectations. Everyone's excuse for this is I have always talked about marrying Mark. And again, the problem isn't marrying him. The problem is not having any say in my wedding. Mark thought I'd appreciate it because I always spoke about how stressful planning a wedding must be. Yes, I think it's stressful, it is, but I'd still like planning one. After this whole ordeal, everyone asked if Mark and I were ending things, in which I replied no, I empathized towards them. And Mark and I, wait, and I empathized towards them and Mark. I still wanted to marry him, and most feel like this is making me feel like more like an asshole since I wasted a perfectly fine wedding. So, am I the asshole for refusing to attend my own surprise wedding, even though it was intended as a romantic gesture?
Oh, there's another thing though. I previously admitted this, but she loves surprises. Mm,
Mark
I don't
knowing
think
that.
so.
Mark, knowing that the fact I wanted to marry him and said wedding planning was stressful, thought a surprise wedding would be perfect. A surprise engagement is bland because it will always be a surprise, but not a wedding. He had done this wedding for the surprise, but explained how in a couple days he could do a courthouse wedding to make it legal. This was his only way to surprise me. I love spontaneity, but legal marriage or not, I wanted to say in my wedding, to choose the perfect date, to choose my bridesmaids, to pick out my cake. Again, to these thoughts, everyone thinks I'm the asshole because I could have went along with the party and do a redo legal wedding, but I felt blindsided and confused, so I left. Ooh,
I don't think she's the asshole.
yeah, surprise weddings just should not be a thing.
I just don't think it should be a thing.
Yeah.
And first, and also, I think they just need better communication. I feel like the bride could have talked about how you know, she wants to, even though it is a pain to plan a wedding, she wants to plan the wedding, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel
You know
like
what's
this could have
crazy?
been communicated,
Understand.
and we would have avoided this whole situation.
Yes.
Absolutely. I didn't even realize surprise weddings were a thing. Is that like a thing people do?
That seems like a really bad thing to do.
It's like a
Like,
horrible idea.
yeah, like out of all the ideas in the world, a surprise wedding is really near the top of just awful, awful decisions. Like,
Yeah.
what? What? What?
Yeah,
Why?
it's just bad. I don't know. I feel like there's no like other opinion. I think it's just bad. Okay, I don't
Oh,
know
get the
about
hell out of
I
that
don't know about the
relationship.
relationship.
Galan's on smoke. Galan's smoke scale is on smoke. He wants her to leave the relationship.
I feel like some people overreact. I feel like as long as they still like each other, you know, they just go along with it. But like
Wait, was this
not
a
go along with
legal
the wedding,
marriage?
but like they're gonna be fine, right? Just don't.
Was this a legal marriage? Like, if they got
No.
married,
It was just like a wedding, and
Uh,
then the legal marriage was supposed to be at a courthouse.
that's boring.
so not technically legal, just a
Just like the wedding
yes,
celebration
this is the
itself.
wedding celebration.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I
It was
guess.
a
Yeah,
cool
like
gesture, good intentions, but terrible execution. You just should not do it.
Yeah, I mean, are the intentions even good? You're kind of cutting your wife out of, or not your wife, your
he.
fiance, your.
Well, I
From what
think
he
the
said, though.
reason is because he thought that she likes surprises, and this would be like the biggest surprise ever.
Yeah, like given the cues that she's been giving off, like she wants to marry him. She thinks wedding planning is stressful.
Yep.
She loves surprises.
Yep.
Um, she like it kind of suggests that this might be an okay idea and that she might actually like it.
Yep. But I think it's just a bad idea. I think
No.
this just
Yeah,
should
it's
Okay,
not
just
be a
a
just
thing.
bad
bad
idea.
idea. Terrible
Just
idea.
don't do it.
Mark, reconsider your choices. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it just okay? Wait, this is a dumb question. But when you get married and you need the officiant, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it was a completely dumb question. I was gonna say, does the officiant have to be like Christian or something? Because I see like a lot of it is like they read from the Bible or whatever. But I guess it's just the choice of particular wedding. Because the officiant could be literally anybody, so long as they're ordained, right, by like the
Yeah.
state.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, can we edit that
Well,
out too? Can we cut that out too?
I don't know. Well, if you want, I can
No, I'm
give
joking.
a
I'm
little
joking.
context. I have two relatives, right? Or more than two relatives, but one relative married as a in the church. So
Uh-huh.
they were religious. So we had there was a whole church wedding. They did in church. They spoke about the Bible. Um, I yes, they did the whole ordeal, and then the other one was just a quick one. It was just at a
Vegas.
family friend's house, and we just did it. They hired the person to come up to the apartment and just say the words and like sign, and they just signed the paper, and they were like, that's it.
That's romantic.
Yeah, so I think it works in both cases.
That's fair.
So,
I mean, so long as it's
yeah.
legal and
Yeah.
it works out for them,
Yeah,
that's
it's
all
legal,
good.
so.
All right. Should we
I
keep
mean,
going?
if you think about it, you know, people
Oh.
who elope, people who elope, they literally just
I guess
don't
so.
they just do like a yeah, they literally just
You
go
know
to
what? Look, yeah, is that
a city
appealing? I
house.
wonder if eloping is like a good thing to like, not a good thing, just like I could kind of see the appeal.
I can definitely see the appeal.
Okay.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like okay. I feel like weddings, right? As much as it is about the family, it's also it's just about the bride and the or like the two people who are getting married. So so the two people who are getting married have the most say in whatever they want to do. So
Right.
if eloping is what they want to do, then you know, do it.
And I guess that's the big issue with both of these asshole stories is that one person had zero say.
Yes, that's the biggest issue. It's about both people.
Wild. Wild
Wait,
behavior.
can we check to see if there's an update on the not this one but the one before?
Which one?
Which
Oh,
one?
the Sarah one, the surprise and Adam.
Yeah, the surprise one. Like, did she end up telling her friend?
Oh, I don't know. It's only been
What?
9 hours.
It's been 9 hours.
We
Can you
could give it a
scroll up?
look. We could go through the comments.
Oh no,
It's-
scroll up to the top. Go to her username and see if she's made any comments.
Oh, we're just stalking
Oh
now.
yeah, we just...
Okay. Thank you, West journalist.
Comments?
Nope. Just one
Nope.
comment.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. We can come back. We can come back. We'll keep this archived or whatever for a future.
You want me to archive this person?
No,
To
no, no,
stalk
no,
them
no.
at
You
a
don't have to
future
archive
date?
it.
I don't want to.
I'm joking. We're just farming her for content right now. Okay.
Alright.
Sam, this one's all you, I think.
Wait,
Alright.
This,
Oh,
the,
let's
the
go to
next one
15,000.
seems way more
No,
interesting.
the 15,000.
The next one seems way more interesting.
15,000 then.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
I was talking to my wife's friend who was there for dinner. She tried to hug my son, who's 7 years old, but he had a bad day and so no thanks. She kept pressuring him, and when he didn't budge, she looked at me. I said a kid at school started a fight with him and he was grumpy, so maybe later. She said, "Come on, you're just gonna let him disobey like that?" I said, I raised him to build his own boundaries and say no when something violates them, and would never make him break them for someone else. She laughed and said he's lucky he's not her kid and that behavior would be fixed fast.
Uh,
I had my son go to his room and then I told her to get out. I said the reason I got out of bed in the morning was to see my son grow another day older, and I would not stand for him to be treated like a pet rather than a person. She called me an asshole and left. My wife is disappointed because she went to yoga with her, but says she can't scold me because she'd probably do the same. Am I the asshole?
that lady is so. Oh my
Yeah.
god! What the fuck?
Yo, that gives off like predator vibes. What the hell?
What
Forcing
the
a hug on a child who clearly doesn't want it? That's not okay, man. That's not okay.
Hey yo, find a new yoga studio. Quit yoga. Do Roomba. Not Roomba. Zumba. Roomba. I didn't say that. Yikes. There's a lot of bad things on camera, on
Yeah,
video.
not the
on
asshole, marry the
audio.
Yep.
wife.
Yep, that's it. I think there's no debate.
Oh my god.
There's no
That's
debate.
insane.
That is good parenting right there.
That's yo. Luckily she does. It sounds like she doesn't have children.
Okay,
Thank
I feel
God.
like pets can
Yeah.
disobey their owners.
Yes.
I feel
that's
like
fine.
she's being a little
Why's she even
disingenuous to
here?
the pets. To the pets themselves.
Come on, you're just gonna let him disobey like that? What the?
What the heck? Yeah, that's good parenting. Good job.
Good job.
That's it. Good job.
Good job.
Yep. Yeah, good job.
First comment, not the asshole. He's lucky he's not a kid. Damn right, he's lucky he has a father that protects him from nutty ass people.
Why? Honestly, yo,
Good job.
throw a restraining order on this woman. Like, what is she doing in your house?
Yeah, that's kind of sus.
Get her off your property.
That's the stuff you get canceled for. Scroll down and see more. Not the asshole. Teaching kids that their autonomy is important and should be respected is a valuable lesson. Hopefully your wise friend learns that lesson. I don't know, man. I don't think she learned anything.
I
Yo,
don't
she's
think
got
she
real
will learn
care and
anything.
energy.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even eat. She just feels off the negative energy she feeds on other people. Oh my gosh, that's
What the
crazy.
heck? Okay, I feel like asking for a hug is perfectly fine.
Yes.
But if the kid says no, then no,
Just do one of those disappointed laughs and leave.
Just put on a sad puppy face and leave. And sometimes they'll just hug you.
Oh my god, that's uncomfortable. I am uncomfortable. Maybe we should just look for spicy ones.
Spicy. That was a spicy one.
Oh, that is a spicy one. Like,
Huh? Okay, let's look at this one. Inheritance.
am I the asshole for giving my sister's inheritance to our other siblings and their kids? I, 36 male, have 3 younger sisters named Kate, 31 female, Beth, 29 female, and Meg, 26 female. Our mom got sick around 10 years ago, and I was forced to become a caregiver. She progressively got worse over the course of a decade. I was only 26 when this initially happened, but Beth and Meg were too young to expect them to contribute. But Kate decided it would be a good time to up and move away with her new boyfriend. Okay, so I guess at that time Meg would be, oh my gosh, I can't do math. 16, and Beth would be 19. Okay, so I guess, yeah, pretty young. As her mom's health declined, she repeatedly asked for her daughters. She forgot my face but called the names of her other children who didn't even come visit. Uh, Beth and Meg weren't helpful, but they still made an effort to come see her, though rarely. Around the halfway point of this terrible process, Kay started telling stories of our mom being abusive. These couldn't be farther from the truth. Our mom was fragile and definitely had issues. She struggled with severe depression and anxiety, but she never mistreated us. I stepped up as a kid to do a lot of the parental duties. It was me who took all my sisters to their father daughter events and scared off the boys trying to date them. Bruh. The lies devastated our mom, but eventually she was too far gone to understand. She never had a bad thing to say about anyone. It was just in her nature to forgive, especially if it was her children. I'm sure that if she had been all there, she would still want to have nothing more than a relationship with her daughter. My relationship with all three of my sisters deteriorated, but Kate took the cake. She'd call out of the blue asking for money, yet never asked how our dying mom was doing. Our mom passed peacefully in her sleep. I think seeing the state she was in sobered Beth and Meg. They apologized and sat beside our mom in her final hours. All three of us cried together, but only mom one name left my mom's mouth, Kate. Kate skipped our mom's funeral. She came riding into town with a complete stranger expecting her inheritance. My mom wrote a will before things went downhill that left everything to me with the unspoken expectation that I'd distribute it to all equally. No one else was mentioned or specified. I divided up things between Beth, Meg, and I. Their children also got something to help pay for college or whatever they decided to pursue after high school. The physical items were divvied up between family. My sister threatened legal action over it. She said she was owed a certain amount from my mother's estate and that she wanted the old family house. I told her that she's owed absolutely nothing and to enjoy living in whatever shithole she crawled out of. Anything she's given will be spent on drugs and stupid shit like lottery tickets. God damn. I won't I won't fund that when it could go helping my nieces attend college and give them something they could lean on after turning 18. Our extended family are picking sides and saying I'm being petty. They said my mother would want Kate to have that money, but I know that if she got even a penny from me, she'd see it as an opportunity to squeeze me for all that I have. She's not getting anything, even when I'm old and senile. Edit. It was not put into writing that I need to divide up everything equally. I am the only inheritor listed on the will. My mom did hope that that would be the outcome, but understood that there might be circumstances which might complicate things down the line. Edit again. Why is there so much writing? Okay, our mom was a single mother. She sacrificed so much to provide for us. She worked long hours and held multiple jobs to make ends meet. There were many nights she went hungry just so we could eat. She never laid a hand on any of us. I honestly can't even remember a time when she yelled at us. She was very kind-natured and non-confrontational. If anything, she was too easy on us, and we lacked structure. I had to start working early to help pay the bills. My sisters didn't contribute at all. Kate lived off our mom until she moved away. She never even finished high school, wasted thousands on rehab, and never attended college. Even after leaving, she still asked for tons of favors and ridiculous things. Our mom never denied her anything. I know for a fact that I won't be giving Kate money directly, given the state she's in now, but I'm not going to set up something.
But
I'm
she
not going to
is
set
going
up
to spend
something.
it.
Oh, I can't even read. But I'm going to set up something now for any future children she may have. My mom prayed and hoped for a day where all of her kids got along and things were easy. I hope that day comes too. Most of this inheritance money is from our mom's dad, so their grandfather. She was his only child and everything was left for her house, cars, everything. The house was sold off for quite a lot. The total outcome was a life changing amount of money. He had investments as well, which took care of us. Most of it has been sitting around untouched and adding up because we never really changed our lifestyle. My job also pays well, so we've just really been sitting on it. Some of it was spent on medical expenses that insurance couldn't cover, like Kate's rehab. There's enough that my nieces won't have to pay out of pocket for college. This explanation felt necessary because my replies are far down. Okay, I'm not going to speak for a little bit because that took a lot of wind out of me.
I would have been really petty and given Kate $1 as inheritance, so she couldn't fight the inheritance.
I mean, her name wasn't on it, so I don't think she would be able to find it anyways.
No, no, no. I think that's true. I think if they don't put the name on there, you could say that they forgot about the person, and you could potentially go like threaten legal action with
Mm.
that. But if you pay them $1, they definitely remember, and they're just paying $1. But
You
I
know what?
mean, it's the mother, right? The mother did it. The mother left
Mother.
everything uh, to this person.
Yes.
I don't know the name. Um,
He
36 male.
Huh?
36 male.
Right, 36 male. So it is up to him how he distributes the money.
mm,
Um,
You know what's crazy? I think I disagree with you. I think he's the asshole.
wow.
wow, all right.
Because I think if his mom's intention was to give them all the money, like Kate's an asshole too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Kate's definitely wrong. But if his mom's like wish was for the money to be distributed among the children equally, even if it's not in writing and he knew about it and he's in charge of it,
Hmm,
that's kind of, I don't know, that's a tough thing to do on her legacy. Or not
that's
her legacy,
fair. I
just like
think,
you're completely ignoring her wishes. Like I get they had a strenuous relationship, but that's kind of just going back against everything she really wanted as she was dying.
I don't know. I feel like if she wanted to divide the assets equally, she would have done it herself.
I feel like, but not everyone knows. No, not everyone knows how to write a good will or divide inheritance, right? So leaving it to someone you trust, I think, is a viable way of doing it.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, he
Um,
acknowledges that too. Like, he knew that his mom wanted to give it to everybody.
right? Yeah.
Oh, I think he's the asshole. Not that Kate's not an asshole. Kate's also an even bigger asshole, but I think he's also an asshole too.
I feel like okay, the fair thing to do is probably do what he did, but also set aside like a decent amount for Kate and to just never contact her ever again and make it clear that that's all she's getting because like she did absolutely nothing but like talk badly about their mother on her when she was dying.
That would have been. I
Yeah,
think that would be. Yeah. So like that. That's what Frank would say, right? Isn't that Frank's perspective? Is to just
I wouldn't
give
oh,
the
divide it
money.
equally. I would
Oh.
just give him like a portion, not $1, but like I don't know,
you have Nick's mad
like
petty.
50 grand or something. Like I'm assuming they got a couple million worth of assets. I
Oh.
would like set aside maybe like 50 grand just for
You know, I
the
actually don't
the
know how much
sister.
they got,
I mean,
but if it was
she's
a million, I would. Well, money is kind of big
It's
money.
an
It
yeah,
is. It causes strenuous things.
yes.
Um. Yeah. So maybe I would just divide it equally and be done with it.
I would not divide equally. I'd give her like a small portion,
Uh-huh.
equivalent
so
to the amount of effort and care she's shown to the mother.
But
so a
that's.
dollar, a
No,
dollar.
no, no, no. Like if the assets were all like total up to 100%, I would give her like 5% and then divide the rest equally among all the sisters.
Mm.
Damn, man, y'all are petty, petty, man. Holy shit.
Well,
I
I
no
guess
no no.
I.
If I was to give $1, I would also be like, okay, if she ever gets out of rehab and she demonstrates that she's doing
Oh, that
well,
she deserves it or
yeah,
yeah,
whatever.
then
yeah,
I then
yeah,
I'd give
yeah.
her some money, and then
Like
like,
A
absolutely.
dollar.
If my own child like had to go through rehab, left home, hasn't contacted me at all, and is just talking badly about me to everyone she comes into contact with, and is doing like is probably gambling or doing more drugs like she did in her high school years. If she made no effort to improve her life, I absolutely would not want to leave any money to them to like
Mm,
continue wasting their life away.
yeah, I feel
I'd
like that's
rather
just
leave
bad.
that to the nieces and to my other children who are actually trying to, become a
that's
successful person
fair.
in society.
Well, I don't know if that's fair. I don't know. I just have no thoughts. I guess I don't know.
See, I think,
Hmm.
yeah, I think being a productive member of society, um, is like the key here for my opinion
Yeah,
on this.
same.
Damn, it
Okay.
feels like we have our first division. I'm calling asshole, and Nick and Sam are going
Not
with.
the
No,
asshole.
not the
Okay,
asshole.
I'm staking my reputation on this.
Okay. Well, we
I'm
can see
really
what
scared.
other people say. Oh.
Uh,
Ah.
uh,
Ah.
uh,
Okay,
For
legal advice.
fun.
I mean, yeah. I think
We
I
might
think
have
a
to hear
way
this
you can
out.
do it is that you can divide a portion for her, but um allocate it to like a non-biased third party legal person who will give money based on milestones they achieve.
yeah,
I
for an
think
update, most people said not the asshole, so my
Oh,
reputation is gone. out
Okay,
the
wait, wait,
window.
wait.
Well,
We
no,
should
no, no.
we
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 don't
need
have
to
to
read out the
agree.
comments for
We
the
don't have
people
to
who can't.
agree with the people. We don't have to agree with the masses here. Okay,
So
I'll
Right.
read it out. Not the asshole. Individual Physics 29. I feel like you need to seek legal advice. The RSM. The fact was made before her illness will make it very hard to connect. I'm assuming the fact that the will was made before her
The fact
illness.
it.
the
Oh,
fact
the
it was
fact
made
it was
before her
made before her
illness.
illness. Okay. OP was effectively the head of the household, and she has given him this last chore.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going with, right? He has a chore, and like he knows what his mom wanted. I don't know. Right.
I don't know. Okay,
A
what
lot of
does this
people are
guy
kind of on the
say?
fence. Not the asshole, maybe.
Maybe. Former trust and probate accountant. You see some shit, and I didn't do much of it because it was a small part of my job. She left the money to you to distribute. Whatever expectation, unless codified, were just words. People say a lot of things. It's what on paper that matters. Many times they do that to not have to make the decision themselves. I assume when your mother wrote the will, she knew your heart wasn't as forgiving as hers and wrote it that way anyway. That says a lot. However, if it does have language saying you distribute it evenly, then you're in trouble and she might be able to take her whole share out of yours. Have you spoken to a lawyer?
Oh, was that ambiguous? I thought it was clear that there was nothing in
Here,
writing.
I've gone through the right channels to make sure that the will is foolproof. It was never written or expressed on the will that she wanted anything split equally. Everything was left to me with an unofficial understanding that I distribute things in a way she'd approve of. I've tried to honor that wish, but the pressure from family and knowing how my mother was is making me feel torn.
Hmm.
I think I'm sticking with my consensus that's saying he has the final say because he has the will. I don't know if maybe on his perspective, this is how he's honoring the mother's wish. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's not what the mother wants, but we don't know because the mother didn't distribute it equally.
Okay. I I'm gonna stick to my guns and go with it, but it feels like I'm in the minority here. Oof. Oof. D. Anything else? How far till we find one that actually like says, "Oh, everyone's." No, I don't know what ESH means.
Everyone sucks here.
Everyone
Oh.
sucks, yeah. You can see who, which of us clearly reads more of these. It's
Yeah,
a tough
I
call,
clearly-
but that's what I'm saying because this is so one-sided. It's obvious from your post that you hate Kate. You deny any abuse, but you were parentified. You were cast into a parental role and should have never been required to do that. Also, your other two sisters distanced themselves from you and your mom, so something drove that. You may be right. You may be wrong about the abuse. I'm just a random redditor, and I can't make that call based on the info given.
Edit gold. Wow, thank you so much. You
Well,
get your
if he
gold.
can't make
Throw away.
a call, he should say he should say info. He shouldn't say ESH.
Mm.
Is there not
that a
enough
thing?
info? Because we don't have the perspective of the other person.
Wait, am I the only one who doesn't come on this subreddit a lot? It seems like I'm the only one that's out of the loop. You could ask for more info.
Yeah, I hear these
Yes.
things on TikTok a lot.
What?
Oh, I just browse the subreddit sometimes when I'm bored
Damn.
and I need things to read and laugh.
You know,
about.
I never clocked that though. The other two sisters left too. There's got to be something going on there, man. That's not. Like, why is it just him? Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, people. A lot of people. Oh! This person had a change of heart. Labello Enchanted. I mean, I'm curious about Kate's side of the story. You deny your mother was abusive and immediately say that you had to play parents to your sisters because your mom couldn't for whatever mental health issues. Parentification is a form of abuse, so that already makes me doubt how objective you are. Why was your relationship bad with all sisters? If it was about 10 years ago, then Beth would be 19 and Kate 21. That's not a big age difference, and you expected help from Kate, but why not Beth too? What makes Beth too young, and what contribution were you expecting from Kate? Why did your mother included you in the will and nothing for your sisters? I'm gonna say not the asshole because she willed everything to you, but I think there's more going on. Edit! I'm changing it to you're the asshole. Your sister doesn't have to be a caregiver to someone who wasn't there for her. She was 21 and wanted to move on. That's completely normal. You can't expect her to put her life on hold. There's a link between addictions and trauma. Your mom's behavior might have affected her more than oh my god, might have affected her way more than you realize.
There's another one.
Wow, what's going on? There's a lot of side to side here. You're the asshole. You claim that Kate
Why?
can't possibly
Well, I'm in
have been
I'm in
abused,
the
but it's
thing.
telling that all
I
three of your
cannot
sisters became
do
estranged
it
from
now.
your
I
It's
cannot
essentially the
speak
same
right
idea
now, okay?
that it seems like only he is the one staying, and there
Okay.
has to be a reason for it. Wild. I don't know. I feel like I would divvy it up, but I'm also not in his role, though, you know?
I
I went
think
on hiatus.
well, I think at the end of the day, for me, it's still that the mom willed everything to the person. So legally, he's definitely not in the wrong. Is he an asshole? I personally don't think so.
Fair.
But, I mean, Kate could have still been there, right? What he's saying apparently is that Kate has never visited the mother. I mean, she could have visited the mother. I actually don't know.
It just kind of sounds like she disowned the mother entirely, but now she's crawling back,
Yeah,
expecting
yeah,
her part of the
exactly.
family.
I feel
Like
like
she didn't
that's
even go to the funeral.
I feel like that's just yeah.
I don't know. This
I
is
think
getting this is too complicated.
No,
This
I
is too
think it's just unfair to expect have double standards to not see the mother at all, to skip her funeral, to do nothing with the mother, and expect her share of the inheritance.
Yeah.
wild. Well, wherever you are, Kate, I would say get your money, but you'd have to go to court for it. So good luck. That's all I got. All right. Do we want to keep going or do we want to wrap it up there?
I think we should.
I think we
wrap it
should
up.
just wrap it up.
Right? Okay, cool.
This is
Well, there we go. There's episode 1, and hopefully we can keep this going. Because I think this was fun, and I'm really excited to keep doing this. So,
I guess I will
That's-
stop reading "Am I the Assholes" on my own time. So then
no, we need
uh,
you to source
good
us with
reactions.
really saucy ones, so we can look at back
That
at
the
them in the
surprise
future.
wedding, the other one was kind of saucy.
That was
It was
And-
quite saucy.
should we have a new segment? Life advice for the kids. Don't have surprise weddings, kids. It's a bad idea.
A horrible idea.
Horrible idea.
All right.
There are many horrible ideas on "Am I the Asshole?" Like some of them are like, what? Why?
Hugging a 7-year-old without their consent.
Yes, that is very
Bad idea.
Questionable.
Yikes.
Questionable. Yeah.
Man, we've done 2 life lessons for the kids.
very
Don't let random
prime.
strangers hug you if you don't want them to.
Yes,
Are we role models? I think so.
can try
Uh-oh.
to be.
Try our best. All right. In that case, thank you for listening, and bye-bye.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Bye bye.
Bye.